What is going on, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. All right, so in today's video, we're gonna be working on the Escalade. Well, we're not really gonna be working on the Escalade. I'm just gonna be explaining what's gonna be happening to the car. So you guys have seen my video. You guys noticed I got a brand new Escalade. Well, new to me, 2016 Cadillac Escalade. Luxury premium, so it has like the sunroof, DVD player. It's got the running boards that come out. Now I have fixed, I'm sorry, and I did this, I'm gonna apologize. I did fix the running board out of, and I didn't do a recording just because I wanted to get it done. So I did fix that running board, so now it actually works. Number comes out, goes back in, and now I don't have to worry about that running board just staying stuck out like that. Now, in the previous video when I showed you guys what I bought, I explained that the car had a few things that needed to be fixed. One was going to be this headlight. It was more of a, or this, I should say this fog light, which is more of a cosmetic. And of course, we had some body damage right there. It needed, the mirrors don't work. They still don't work. And it had a front, I think it said right front shock that needed to be fixed. That's still going on. Of course, the running board was stuck out. And we had an issue with the Q screen. So the issue with the Q screen was that the Q screen did not work. It basically was kind of unresponsive, didn't do anything, and that has been fixed already. Now, what I am going to explain in this video is basically mainly about that Q screen. Now, so far, to repair between the Q screen and the running board, that more likely was not going to be under warranty. I'm not sure, this is considered more of an accessory for the running board than it would be something that it needs for the car to run, like a radio or something like that. I didn't think that was going to be under warranty. I went ahead and fixed it myself. So basically, the Q screen has been fixed. The actual screen works. I'm going to show you guys that in a second here. The running board's been fixed. I think it cost me a total of about $320. Yeah, actually about $400 to fix both of those issues. Now, I'm going to show you guys exactly what happened with the Q screen. So like I showed you guys in the first video, the Q screen was not working whatsoever. It basically tapped on the screen and it was just completely frozen. It basically, when I was able to get the applications to pop up, when I opened the little storage, for some reason applications would pop up. It was responsive on the top part, but not the bottom part of it. And when I did hook up my phone to it for Apple CarPlay, couldn't get Apple CarPlay to work, but the radio did respond. So meaning it was just the screen was unresponsive. All the other controls at the bottom for the AC and the heat and all that stuff were responsive. But again, you can't select the modes down there. You need the screen for that. So basically, I just had it stuck on one mode for the longest. So the reason the screen wasn't working, I'm going to show you what this is the actual old screen right here, was because there is a chip right down there. I don't know if you guys could see it. Give you a better view of it right down at the bottom. You see a little crack right down there? Yeah. That was the reason this screen did not work. Now, of course, that small piece caused the entire screen not to work, and the reason is because the way GM has that screen on there is it's a kind of like a gel that goes throughout the whole thing. So when people see it and you guys see pictures of screens look like they're shattered, they're not shattered. The gel dried up, and pretty much that's what happened. Somehow, if it was too hot in the car or whatever it was, it dried that gel up, causing that shattering effect to happen. And people are like, oh, my screen shattered. Well, it's not actually your screen shattering. I'm going to show you guys in a second because I have the two other screens sitting over there that were basically put on. One was a new one that got messed up while the installation was happening, but the other one is an older one of another Escalade, and I'm going to show you guys right now what I mean by that. But so basically, and then the reason I'm not doing this video and I'm not doing a how to replace the screen is because when it comes to replacing parts, I'm okay with. I can replace parts. If I had to take the radio screen out and put a new radio screen in or radio in, completely different story. Unplugging, things like that. When it comes to taking apart an electronic with little tiny screws and little ribbons that kind of come out and they're very sensitive, I'm not the most sensitive person to be around, so I will break things. Things will get lost, screws will get misplaced, so I decided to leave it to somebody that knew what they were doing with this. So I hired a friend of mine that is out here in Aurora to help with that, to actually replace the screen for me. But anyways, let me show you guys, because I have both screens here, what I mean. Now, the screen that I purchased for the Q system on the Escalade is from Q Screens. I will put their link on the description below. They have the screens for your vehicle. Just gotta hit them up, let them know what kind of car you have. They send you a screen, and I will put videos. You got 2 videos, both for how to remove the Q system and how to actually open it up and remove the screen. And there's another video of another gentleman. His name is Igor. Now, I don't want to butcher his last name. I apologize, Igor, but I'm gonna put the link for his video down below so you guys can take a look at. He actually does one. But again, to me, they're a little bit tedious, and little screws and a bunch of stuff just gets me nervous, and I think I'm gonna mess them up. So again, like I said, I had somebody else do them. So now the Q screen is fully active. And you can check that out, see everything works here, up here, down here. Everything pretty much works now. The phone. Got the video for, of course, the rear display. Climate control works. Of course, the car is not running right now, so the climate control is not on right now. Of course, if I hit it on start, that works. Navigation works. The map works. You can check this out. So now my screen works. So you're probably wondering, well, why didn't I just wait for the warranty to kick in and then replace the entire Q screen? That's probably what the warranty in Cadillac would have done. It's happened before on my 2015 V Sport. When I had that one, the Q screen, same thing happened to it, and they replaced the entire radio. The simple reason is because it only cost me about $139, which my deductible is about $100. So let's just say $39 is what it cost me. And I couldn't wait long. For the warranty to kick in for this car, it's 90 days that I have to wait. So it's 3 months. I was gonna drive around 3 months without being able to move my settings for my AC. So it comes in this box right here. This is what it comes in, and you get 2 trim removal tools. In the box, comes very well packaged. Now, it depends on if you just get the screen, it's cheaper. If you get the screen, plus I actually ended up getting their lifetime warranty, plus the tools and everything, I just kind of ordered the whole kit. It comes with, of course, there's some foam there, and this is for your warranty. There you go, Q screens, that's the serial number down there. And of course, you have to register the product once you get it installed. And then, of course, you get your screen. You also get a little set of tweezers, and you will be needing these tweezers. These tiny little tweezers here. That is basically for this little ribbon down here, which is a pain. Get this up with one hand here. This is the ribbon. You gotta be very careful with it. Right there. That has to be removed and reconnected. This is one of the reasons when I saw that video, I'm like, I've broken these before, honestly, on just other electronics, and I'm not messing with this. So if it would have been like a regular plug and play type thing, no, all day long. This is not. This, you turn the wrong way, you bend the wrong way, and it's over, and then your whole job is done. So that's what everything that comes with from Q Screens. Now, I have one. This is the original one. I have a set of screens over here that are all busted up and broken. When I did that, specifically because I was trying to split them up in the middle, and they didn't, so I just broke them. And I'm showing you guys exactly what I'm talking about. So let's look at the factory one first. If you guys can see on the factory one, the half of the factory one, look at all that gel. That's the gel that comes in these screens from the factory. Look at on the other side. Forget the cracks, but look at that gel. So when that gel dries up, that's what you see. And that's what other people are always complaining about. Hey, it cracked, the screen cracked. It's not the actual glass, because these are 2 pieces of glass. They cannot, I mean, it can crack with severe cold and whatever, but you would actually get more of that kind of effect than just the gel drying up on you. So what happens is this gel dries up, and it basically causes the screen to stop working. In the sense of mine, old screen, which it has that crack at the bottom, these have little lines, and I don't know if the actual camera will pick up on these like grids. There's like grids inside of these things. But once the gel cracks at one spot, that becomes basically a loss of contact point for the rest of the screen. Mine being at the very bottom of the screen causes the loss of contact at the bottom of the screen. That's why the top of the screen was the only thing that was working on mine. The new screens, which are these from Q, basically have a film. It's just like a full film of a, kind of like you think of like a screen protector in between, but it's a contact film. And there's no gel in between theirs. It's more of a contact film that comes, I believe it's in this side of the glass. And you can actually see on this, if you can, I'm trying to get a good shot of this. There are grids in there. There are little squares and everything for your touch fingers. Again, I'm going to try to get a shot of this and show you guys. The camera's not picking them up, but there are grids because there is a film that goes over these. And I will put the video for Q screens. They actually explain this in depth, exactly what they have in there. But it is like a small film, and it's not this gel that comes from the factory that basically causes the entire screen to go pretty much unfunctional. Now, what I'm talking about when it comes to everything breaking and installing this is what happened on one of these Q screens from Q screen. The little ribbon broke right down there. You guys can see the tear right there. That makes the screen non-functional, and that's what I'm scared of doing. So again, this screen here is pretty much a sacrificial screen in a way that was done. But again, that's the difference between the Q screen and the factory screen. These are a little bit better responsive, and you won't have this issue again. Because if you get another factory screen, the same thing's gonna happen. I mean, if it's under warranty, it's under warranty, and you guys get the whole Q system replaced, fine, that's no problem. But again, this is what's gonna happen in the future again. So that is pretty much it. That is the video for the Q screen replacement on the car. Again, I didn't do a DIY because I wasn't gonna mess with that myself. So as soon as I saw the little ribbon, and I knew I had to take a bunch of little screws out, this was not gonna go good for me. So I decided to just have somebody else do it that kind of works on radios and electronics on a daily basis. So, all right, so that's the end of this video. It's basically kind of just telling you guys what happened and how I fixed my Q screen. And to let you guys know, don't throw your radios out. The radios, don't replace the entire radio. If GM or you go to CADILLAC and you don't have a warranty anymore and they're like, oh, you gotta replace the entire radio and you're putting all radios in your car, that's not it. If it's just the screen that's unresponsive, all you need is a new screen. That's it. That simple. Check out your local automotive shops, maybe sound shops, things like that, that do electronics. I found 2 guys actually in the area that do it on Facebook Marketplace. I work at a dealer, so there is a guy that does replacement radios, and he actually fixes the dash clusters and stuff. He actually did it for me. That's who I took it to. He actually said I could do that for you, so he took care of it for me there. And then I got the Q screen again from Q Screens, and everything's working perfectly fine. And I've got their lifetime warranty, so if it goes bad again, I just call them and let them know, hey, your screen is not working anymore, and then I get a new screen, and I'll have the same guy put it on for me. So I hope you guys did enjoy the video. If you did and you got some information from it, go ahead and hit that big thumbs up. Hit the subscribe channel to check out more content on this Escalade. It's going to be coming down the pipelines here. And I'll see you guys on my next video. Peace.